All right, Dylan. So I'm over here at Merrybrook. I'm gonna try to walk through here pretty quickly and show you a couple things that I see. I'm gonna start up here in this bonus room or one of them. Like right here, we need to put a piece of deadwood up against the wall right here on that side, back side of that stud right there, back side of that ceiling joist, just to hold for the sheetrock when it comes over. And then moving over here, we need to put a stud in each one of these. So we need one right in the center of that, right in the center of that. Gets us close to that 16-inch on center I talked about before. Everything in this part looks good. This will work. I think we'll have to do some sanding on this to make this transition a little better. We ain't gotta worry about that right now though. Moving into this little closet area, we need some deadwood. When the sheetrock floats across here, it's gonna need somewhere to nail right here. So we need a piece of deadwood right here and right here on the back side, like a 2x4 standing up or something. And then right here, you go from this gap to that gap, it's like 30 inches. We need a flat 2x4 right here going down to the floor for the deadwood here. Need a little bit of deadwood right there on that part. All right, the hallway's opened up nice. That looks good. Looks good here. I'll put the board in there. That's good. I think everything looks good in this room. Moving into the little foyer area, need to put a couple joists up in here where the attic fan used to be, so to close that gap up. You did that, you did that. The plumber has came in here and did his, put the shower in, so we're good on that. Moving into this room. That should be good, that door right there to access the heat and air unit. This right here looks good. Moving into here. All right, so you see how you got your ceiling joist right here? We need another joist right here. Little piece of deadwood. You need to mimic that, but put it over here, right? So when the sheetrock comes across, it has something nailed to on the edge. It's not gonna have nothing otherwise. All right, and moving into here, we kind of talked about this. We just want to put this wall back like it was before, which is represented with the chalk line down here. And you know what I mean? So put the wall back where it was before. Level that straight up to the floor. Straight up to the ceiling, okay? Come across. All the way to the edge of this wall right here with your new wall I just talked about that goes up. So that wall comes right here and goes straight to the ceiling. And it's level and it stops at the ceiling, right? So then you come over here and look at it like, okay, I got a gap. I got a gap from here to that wall. So you're gonna fill in that gap. If you stop your wall here, you're actually filling in the gap, Dylan, and you're coming another 3.5 inches out to cover the edge of that wall up. Then what you just did is you created an outside corner right here, a smooth, nice outside corner, right? The idea behind that is to put a piece of tile right here on the face of it, right? And of course, tile inside the shower. And then you'll have tile on top of this knee wall. And the end result will be a piece of glass comes like this. And then comes up this, like this. And it's sitting on top of that tile you got on the wall. That's the idea here, right? So then moving into the front right here, on your shower ledge right here, let's put 3 2x4s high all the way around. So fill in them gaps, put another one right here and fill these in, make it 3 high. We got to move the shower drain over center. I will talk about that in a minute. We got to put the fart fan up here and vent it. I know that it's going to be limited on the size of it, the depth of it, but we got to get something, a fan up in there, or at least a light inside the shower. And so talking back about this knee wall again, it's going to come back to, there's a crow's foot on the floor right here, right? So that means we need to fur this over slightly, come straight up with like this right here, cut the plate right here, Dylan, and then all the stuff on the face right here, all this part's gone, because the end result of this is going to be a piece of glass on the face of it where the shower door is, right? Then it's going to have a corner right here that comes back, and the glass is going to hit this part, right? It's going to go up, come over top of the knee wall, and go back just like I just said. And the idea is to have this part open up as much as possible so that your view when you walk in is maximum, right? We want maximum view because this is a little congested area. We need to take the top of that board there. It's crooked. We need to straighten it. Probably would hurt to put a little stud in the middle of that too. There was an electrical outlet that was in here. We got to rewire it, put it back in the wall right here. So I'm going to go downstairs and hopefully I will be able to see where that wire is downstairs. That y'all had to take it out, so it has to be down there. So let's walk down there real quick. I think I've talked about everything that we need to do up here anyway. It's gonna be a long video probably. All right, so all the stuff down here looks good as far as the openings and filling in the floor and cutting out the openings, adding the 1x4s and stuff like that. Okay, so here's your wire. This right here's got to go back up there in that wall, Dylan. Damn, I need to go up there and tell you exactly where to put it at. All right, so we'll talk about that in a minute. Now we got to move this over. Let me try to lock this camera. We got to try to move that over to the center. I think it's just on the other side of that board. If not, you can notch that one out a little bit if you need to. If it needs to be notched out some, that'll be fine. But we got to move that over to be centered upstairs, right? This needs to be moved too, but don't have to be right now. And this isn't framed up yet either, which it doesn't matter, I don't think, because we ain't got to put sheetrock on this anyway, so that part don't matter. Now, this is for the plumber, but he's got to come back and move that. So remember, take this wire. Well, here's another wire. We need to ask where this one came from, Dylan. This is not an outlet wire. This may be something feeding the switch up there. So what's the white wire about? And then we've got the yellow wire. I know that's what it was. I can see it going up through that hole right there. So we need to put this wire back where it was and then put this outlet back up there. We'll go talk about the outlet in just a second. I'll go back up there. And, oh yeah, out here in the garage, excuse me, I'm so freaking full right now. We need to move this wood right here, where the garage always be mounted up. We got to take this off before the drywall people get here. So we got to remove that all the way around the door. I think that's it. Let's get back up there and look at this wiring again. I think that's pretty much it on the stuff that needs to be done before the drywall gets installed. Probably want to put a little plate on the floor right there. Well, no, that's a door, though. I'm sorry. Oh, definitely. Here we go. Okay, so this was a switch leg. So here's that wire. You got a white wire I just showed you down there, Dylan. Bring it back up through here, right? And put it in this box. Just stick it in this box. That solves the white wire. It's the hot feed for this switch. Looking at this now, it's going to be pretty close, man, on the on getting that. It's going to probably be in the middle of that stud or how partially into it. But we'll cut that one out if we have to. Notch it out enough to get this in there. And then I was going to tell you the location of the outlet. I know where I want to put it, Dylan. I want to put it on the side right here, dude. So on the side right here, I don't want it on the face. Somebody can plug a blow dryer in right here and go around with it. That way we don't disturb the mirror or the face of this thing. Just put it on that side over there at standard height. And this video is like 10 minutes long, so that should be good. After we get that stuff right there done, then we'll be ready for sheetrock. Cool.